2 cans of my whole potatoes. Next, I'm coming out with my 16 ounces of sour cream, and we're just gonna add this entire container right on into our whole potatoes, just like that. Next, I'm coming out with my mayo, and I'm gonna be doing about half of this container, which is 30 ounces, so about 15 ounces of my mayonnaise right on top of everything for our really delicious side dish. Also gonna be adding about half a cup of our just whole milk right on top. And then I've got our secret ingredient, which is gonna be our onion soup mix. And I am going to be using both packages of this. And we are just going to add both of these soup mixes right on top of everything. This is gonna give us almost all of the flavor that we need to complete this side dish. Of course, though, we are gonna need some black pepper. So we're gonna be pretty generous with my black pepper here. And you guys can go ahead and add your pepper or salt to taste, but I just know I like black pepper in this dish, so we're just gonna add quite a bit. And lastly is going to be our paprika. I love paprika with this. It adds a nice little smokiness to this that's absolutely incredible. And now we're just gonna go ahead with that same spatula. We're just gonna give everything a nice mix together. We gotta incorporate all that mayo, sour cream with that French onion soup mix. Oh my goodness. If you guys have never tried this before, you are in for a treat. You're definitely gonna wanna try this out. My family asks me to make it every time we have a family function, which is why I am making a big old container of it, because that is where we are heading after I make this. We're heading to my cousin's birthday party, and this is one of their favorites. They ask me to make it every single year, and I don't mind because it really is just so simple, and it really just takes a few ingredients, but it seems like you spend a while on it because it is just fantastic. Look at how creamy and delicious that looks. All right, let's just go ahead and smooth this all right back down. Try to get them into a nice even layer so it can heat up properly. All right, now these are heading straight to the oven, 350 for about 1 hour. All right, our French onion potatoes are all out from the oven. They are looking absolutely incredible. A little bit of that browning going on the top, but for a little bit of extraness, we are just gonna add some fresh chopped parsley right on over the top, just for a nice little garnish, little greenery, just to make it look absolutely delicious, as it's gonna be. So I think that looks pretty, yeah, that looks great, perfect. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and scoop some potatoes out. I know this is going to my cousin's party, but I wanna make sure that it's delicious. So let's just go ahead and give it all a try. All right, got my potatoes. I cut one of them in half, and let's just go ahead and try it out. All right, cheers. Tastes like it does every single time. Absolutely amazing. So much flavor. Definitely give this a try.